supposed to be?
You're sounding good from Broomall. Sounds real good up here in northeast Pennsylvania. Well, this is the land.
All right, well, with that, just a few things like I want to go over with you folks that are out there. Some of you guys were on the first segment of this, and unfortunately, I lost the third and fourth segment of the last roll call, and it was quite a few out there. I'm very sorry to say that I couldn't retrieve it. But anyway, tonight is your night. I'm sure the other fellas are going to come in and wave a hand also. The ones that were already recognized on the last roll call, which is fine. Again, I want to stress to you guys that you can hear me out there. When I'm not talking for a while, don't key up and think that I'm waiting for someone. I'm probably listening to someone far away from you that you cannot hear them, and I'm trying to listen to them, and if you can't hear them naturally, you're going to key up and start hello and this and that. So when I'm not on the key, which one, I'll tell you I'm on the key most of the time, but when I'm not on the key, give it a few seconds, because maybe I am trying to get a neighbor out there that most of us can't reach. So I guess that's about it. A little common courtesy, like if you want to talk to your neighbor, you don't have to use 17 tonight. You got a lot of other channels in there if you want to talk to your neighbor. Because a lot of times people say, oh, hello, I haven't talked to you in a while, blah, blah. And it goes on and on during roll call. And that's not what we'd like to have anyway. So anyway, I guess we're just about to start here. It's 9 o'clock. So right now, are we on the key here now? Okay, we are starting the tape here around 9:06 tonight. And you might want to look at your watch when I recognize you on the roll call. Maybe you don't want to hear the whole roll call, and you could say, oh, I was on about 10 o'clock at night. So when we put this tape out, you'll be able to see right where you were on the tape itself. And what the hell, there was one more thing I wanted to say. Yeah, just a little common courtesy. Talk with your neighbor on another channel here, and let's give it a go. Right now, you got the Rare Bear, and I am off the key. Who's first?
Hello, Rare Bear, funky groundplane, Norristown, Pennsylvania, want to check out.
Funky groundplane in Norristown. I don't have to ask what kind of antenna you're running there, Funky, but I will say you're sounding good in my receive as usual. Thank you for the come bear, young man, and you have a great evening, Mr. Funky. Funky. You are the funkiest man in Norristown, for sure.
Where do I listen to the Watergate? Where do I go to listen to the Watergate for the roll call?
It'll be on the YouTube under Quad State Roll Call. Quad State Roll Call, and this date, July 24.
Thank you so much. I'm going to take a standby and let the other guys get in contact with you. I appreciate the roll call. You sound good down here. 9 over. About 9 over. Yeah, that's units over here. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. And it was good talking to you.
Thank you. Bye. Somebody else?
Mr. Potato Head #1 on a 5/8 wave ground plane down around McDade.
Good evening, Mr. Rare Bear.
How about that 5/8 ground plane out there? I didn't get your first part there. How about that 5/8 ground plane out there?
Yes, sir. It's Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head down by your neighborhood, waving my hand.
10-4, Mr. Potato Head down there in Delaware County. I got you, Mr. Potato Head. Haven't heard you since the last time. Well, you're making it up here to me. You and I are probably, I'm going to say, be about 55 miles apart, Mr. Potato Head.
All right, sir. Next one on the 55 miles. Have a good night. I'm on a Keystone 5/8 wave. Have a good one. Talk to you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Who's next out there? It's hard, but I heard 1207. I heard 1207 down there. I do believe you're working out of the greater Northeast Philadelphia. Are you not, 1207?
I'm 4 miles north of downtown Philadelphia, I-95 in Allegheny. We're directly across from Pennsauken at the Betsy Bridge.
Ah, you're one of them Betsy Ross Bridge guys. I hear you. Hey, you're sounding good. Just like I heard you coming down the pike the other day, man. You were knocking them dead. Mr. 1207 down in Northeast Philly. Been a pleasure talking at you. Maybe we'll catch you a little later on tonight during the chat session, which will be after roll call, whenever that happens to be. Next.
Sandman, checking in.
How about a rare bear, squirrel? How about a rare bear, squirrel just broke down?
I can't believe it.
How about you, Squirrel? Hey, Squirrel, down there in Williamstown, New Jersey. That thing sounded just as good as ever. I thought you had that thing in mothballs. Come on.
Squirrel and more squirrels downtown Williamstown in the garden. We just broke down groundplane. We're weaving and gone.
That broke down ground plane's running fine, Squirrel. You're sounding good from Williamstown, as usual. I'll talk to you a little later, my friend, I hope. I'm going to take the next rider. Let's go.
Where are you located? Where are you located? How far are you from Norristown, Pennsylvania? Where are you located?
I am going to say I'm 30 miles north of Valley Forge. I'm above Boyertown, about 5 air miles north of Boyertown, off of Route 100. I am at an elevation of approximately 1,000 feet, and I have a Max 2000 on top of my van right now. I guess it's about 30 feet or so. And here I am on my mobile trying to do the best I can and conduct this roll call. There we go.
Thank you.
Pennsylvania.
Come on back with that, Pennsylvania. I don't hear anybody out there right now.
Mr. Sandman up here in Lehigh Valley trying to get in that radio.
There you go, Mr. Sandman, Lehigh Valley. I knew somebody like you could do the job for sure. Skip's still rolling a little bit up here on top of this mountain where I am. I'm probably getting a lot more of it than you folks are, so you have to bear with me just a little bit, if you would, if I don't catch you right away. I do know that this skip will cease later on, about an hour or so for sure, if y'all want to stay up that late, because I'm going to be here for quite a while. Sandman, up there in Lehigh Valley, tell me, which antenna are you running tonight? I know you have quite a few to choose from.
Yeah, we're on that new Mr. Coily antenna. It's called an Enforcer. It's a 5/8 wave. It's a .64 wave, Mr. Rare. It's up about 35 feet to the top. That's 327 Sandman. Get it back.
You're running that new Mr. Coily antenna, for sure, 30-some feet off the ground. Well, all your antennas work good to me, so I can't say it does any better than any of them. It's up to you to tell me which one you like over your other ground plane, your beam, or Mr. Coily.
I like the beam the most, I gotta tell you. The beam's got the rejection, it's got all the gain, man. It does the job for sure. But the Mr. Coily goes in all directions. You know how it goes, Rare Bear. Hey, we got a couple other stations up this way, Sean. I'm sure we'll get in there eventually, but we'll get out the way for you. I appreciate you acknowledging up this way. That's 327, Mr. Sandman. Right here in the Lehigh Valley, setting the wave and checking my modulation. I hope it's clear. 213 with the wave.
Yeah, well, it's 9:13, Sandman. So you were on a tape at 9:13, what my machine says. Okay, thank you for coming back up there. I heard another station under there. Get off as soon as I get off this key here. Fire away. I got nobody yet. Nobody out there keying up?
Hot Rod 108.
I heard Hot Rod. Come on back, Hot Rod.
Hot Rod 108, Northeast Keystone. We're on long way here.
I hear you up there, Hot Rod. You're sounding loud and clear down here tonight up there in northeast Pennsylvania. That you're not as loud as that car you drive, that's for sure. Hot Rod, you're sounding good. What kind of antenna you got up here tonight?
You guys doubled.
Hot Rod, what kind of antenna you running?
Antron 99. We got about 35 feet to the bottom of it. Elevation 1,140.
1,140 feet elevation. 30-some feet to the bottom of that antenna, that Antron there. Well, you sound like you're sitting alongside me here, that's for sure. Say hello to our mutual friend if you see him. I haven't heard from the fellow in quite a while. I hope he's okay. You take care out there. Hot Rod, we'll do it again a little bit later. I'm off the key.
Keystone, Doylestown, Pennsylvania. How are we coming in up there?
Is that Mr. 207 in Doylestown, Pennsylvania? Is that correct?
206, Doylestown, Pennsylvania. You're making a good trip down here.
206. Wow, I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought 7. But yeah, you're loud and clear here tonight. And I'm glad we're making it into your antenna likewise.
We're just working a little 959 going barefoot here with a Antron 99.
Well, it's certainly doing a job, I'll tell you that. That thing sounds sweet. Sounds sweet. As you well know, I'm sure. And you'll be able to hear yourself on a tape. And it is approximately 9:15 tonight. As I'm talking to you there in Doylestown. Have you talked to a friend of mine recently? 2112, he's over in your area?
No, I have not. I only just play around on the radio when I'm out here in the garage working. I got my station set up out here. We're about 600 feet above sea level, and the tip of our A99 is about 50 feet in the air.
Sounds like you got a good combination there with your elevation and your antenna in the air. You got a hell of a good sounding radio. I don't think you get any clearer. Mr. 206 in Doylestown, it's been a pleasure. Stop in there anytime. We are going to have a chit-chat session later on, which will not be taped, later on this evening. Thank you for the call. Next.
Hello, Rare Bear. Hello, Rare Bear 141. Rare Bear 141 on the ground plane got down.
Mr. 141 on a ground plane. You got down all right, man. That thing sounds crystal clear. That ground plane's doing its job tonight. Where's that thing parked tonight anyway?
Over here in Lancaster County, no doubt.
In Lancaster County? You sure you're in Lancaster County?
I'm in the big city of New Holland, Pennsylvania.
Ah, okay. Hey, you're over there for the Amishmen now, aren't you?
Roger that. You know who I am, no doubt about it.
Well, you're sounding good here tonight, I'll tell you that, that's for sure.
All right, Rare Bear, I did my check-in. I'll let somebody else go.
All right, anybody else want to go after Mr. 141? Mr. 141 over there in Lancaster County.
Good evening, Mr. Rare Bear. I think you know who it is. Take care and have a good evening. Your 200 radio's back out.
There's a station I haven't heard in a while. Mr. 200. Mr. 200 sounding very good tonight. As usual, I shouldn't just say tonight. He always sounds good. I hope you're well, my friend. And I must ask, are you still running that flat side antenna?
I am indeed on the flat. I am also copying stations at this time that are coming back to you that you cannot hear. So, Mr. Rare Bear, I just thought you'd like to know. Take care. You have a good evening. You're right on the other end. I'll see you. Good day.
And stay healthy, my friend, till I get to see you again anyway, for sure. It's always good to hear Mr. 200, that worldwide skip shooter. You take care, young man, and we'll talk to you maybe later on tonight. Anybody else out there?
Rare Bear, I'll see you.
Broomall, bring it back, Broomall. It's all I could get. You were cut out.
Yeah, 476, Broomall.
I should have remembered you, Mr. 476 in Broomall. Crystal clear audio, as you well know. How you doing? Working what kind of antenna?
I got an A99 vertical. A99 vertical.
A99 vertical. Well, He's doing a job at shooting that signal light up to me, that's for sure.
Thanks so much, Rare Bear. Appreciate the comeback, and God bless.
Thank you, and to you also. You take care out there. We'd like to hear you get in here more often, but you do what you can whenever you can. Who's next out there?
495, 495. We're trying.
495? Is that 195?
495.
Oh, I'm sorry, 495. Your echo threw me off there just a little bit. Where are you located, 495?
They're in Sinking Springs.
You are in Sinking Springs. That's just a stone's throw from Reading, Roger.
Copy that, I did. Galaxy DX44 with an iMax.
DX44 with an iMax. This is a DX33HP2 with a Max 2000 coming your way.
Copy that, I did, Rear Bear. All right, I'm going to let somebody else have it.
Thank you for the call, Mr. 476. It's been a pleasure. We need to hear that station more often. Crystal clear. I know you can get in on the jam session that we have sometimes on the weekend. Catch you later.
How about your Rare Bear?
Later.
Got a copy on the Trinidad 3 down here in Clifton Hights, Pennsylvania. Come on.
Did you say there's a Trinidad 3 alive down here in Delaware County?
That's a Roger. This is a Trinidad 3 40-channel radio with the stock mic. Come on.
And you're in Clifton Heights, is that correct?
That's a Roger. We're running an iMax 2000. Go ahead.
You're running an iMax 2000 on a Trinidad 3 down there in Clifton Heights. Well, you're doing pretty good because I don't live too far from Clifton Heights. What's the name of that real good seafood joint they have here on the corner? It's a little expensive, but they got excellent food there.
That's a Roger. Well, we go to the we're not much into that seafood, but hey, you're making a fine trip down here in the Clifton Heights. I'll let other stations here to the QSO as well. Trinidad 3 here, Clifton Heights, Pennsylvania, otherwise known as the Cherry Bomb. We're going to wish you 73s and thanks for the QSO.
It's a pleasure talking to that Clifton Heights station. Who's next?
How about that Rare Bear?
Somebody keyed on you. Try it again.
682 trying to reach you.
Somebody try that one more time. Your audio's so down I can't hear you.
682 trying to reach you.
No, I'm sorry, man. We have to do it a little bit later. I got 4 stations. You can't hear them. I got 4 stations coming at the same time. I'm trying to pick you out there, but sometimes these other louder stations come in. I think they might be skipped.
Breaker.
Go ahead, Breaker.
Rare Bear, Ranger around Limerick, somewhere in the Mobile break.
Ranger is somewhere lost around Limerick in a mobile. Is that what you said?
Somewhere around Limerick in the Mobile break.
Well, you're somewhere in that mobile around Limerick because I think you're lost. I think you're a lot closer to me than where you think you are. That's what I think. But anyway, that thing is sounding choice, that's for sure. And it looks like you're at 9:23 p.m. tonight. Ranger, are you going to be around for a jam session later?
Yes, I will turn on the bass for that jam session you got going on there, Rare Bear. I'm going to step wide to the side and get back on the bass in a little bit. I'll catch up with you.
Thank you for the call. Ranger, down in Limerick. Who's next?
Rare Bear, 318 the Breadman.
Did you say 318? Did he say 318? All I heard was Breadman, and I know who Breadman is up there in that Pocono region up in there. Breadman, how in the world are you doing?
Doing good. Just dropped 24 off at his house. I'm in the mobile.
Oh, wow. Oh, you dropped 24 off at his place. Okay. Yeah. And is that thing still on for next week at his place?
Yes, Yeah, I'll say that. As long as the weather goes good, but it looks like it's going to be good to go.
I want you guys to take a break for a minute. Don't key up. I want to announce a little thing that's going on the next weekend, the 31st. Next Saturday, there's going to be a greet and meet up at Speedy's place. Speedy is number 124. The loudest station in Lehigh Valley, or one of them, Mr. 124. Or Mr. 24, what the hell's wrong with me? Anyway, they're having a greet and meet up there, and anybody can make it. It's a beautiful place. It's high in elevation. It's out in the country. It's just one beautiful place to be. And for Philadelphia, yeah, you might be an hour ride, something like that. It's right outside of Allentown, in a town called Coily. You can check others for directions. But anyway, it would be a great thing to see you all out there at the greet and meet up in 24's farm, Speedy. And I think Quad State has a lot to do with that, I am quite sure. So for that, I'm off the key.
Yep, it's Quad State thing.
Quad State, yeah, I get my eye tooth caught between my tongue when I'm sitting here sometimes. I'm damn lucky to be able to do as good as I do.
JD.
Hello, JD. Hello, JD. I'm glad you took the time out to wave your hand.
Hold on, just sitting back, relaxing. Good to hear you on one side.
Yeah, well, you still on that big 29? We got 29.95.
Yep, Moon Thunderbolt 305, the serial vector 4000, turner plus 2 SSD.
Wow. All that, 29, 305 Thunderbolt, running that Vector 5,000, did you say?
Vector 4000.
Oh, I was trying to update you. All right, Vector 4000. And you got that thing up in the air pretty good, too. I know you do.
Yep, you've seen it. But yeah, I'll sit on the side. I'm listening to roll call. Good to hear you. See you up on the Speedy farm.
Yeah, or if you're around later on tonight, be around for a jam session. I guess the Breadman will be. He said he just made a trip up there, so he's on his way home, I'm sure. So we'll catch you a little later, JD, up there in Lehigh Valley.
No doubt.
No doubt?
I met that guy in Lehigh Valley. I ask you where exactly you're at?
Are you talking to JD?
I guess that would be you.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not there. I'm above Boyertown, Pennsylvania. I was telling you where this greet and meet is going to take place next Saturday up in Coily, Pennsylvania. It's just a few miles north so of Allentown.
Yeah, I heard about it. Where at in Boyertown are you at? You are slamming my needle.
I am right outside of Boyertown. I'm a mile or two off of Route 100 North. Bechtelsville, to tell you the truth.
I know Bechtelsville pretty good. You near the quarry.
No, I'm above the quarry. I'm up at the apple orchard, dude.
That explains it. What antenna you got on it?
I'm running a new Max 2000.
That's the same antenna I got. Okay, thanks. I looked at that needle. You're almost. I've never seen a. Well, you're 30 over, easy.
Well, that's enough, I guess, isn't it? That's supposed to be enough. We're not running a lot of steam tonight. Bird meter says we ain't doing that much.
Yeah, copy. We're on a little Midland Mobile, a fairly new model of 5001, and you're doing an excellent job. Okay, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. I hope I'm not holding you up.
What's your handle? I missed your handle if you gave it to me.
I didn't. It's I go by Double D, and I usually hang around 13.
Double D on 13. I used to hang on 13. I used to live down in that neighborhood, man. I was down in Limerick area years ago when that originally started, the roundup down there. Anyway, good to hear you in there. I'm glad one of them fellas come up in here. I'm waiting to hear Night Train. I haven't heard that rascal in quite a while. If he doesn't make it, send my regards to him, will you? Rare Bear, and I'm off the key.
Hey, little bear, the train's going to be on in He's supposed to be on there in the next 20 minutes or so. Hang around if you want, but all right, I'll tell him Little Bear said hello.
You can't hear.
Double D on the side, I guess. We'll be over on 13.
Hey, Double D, check your receiver over there, will you? Check your receiver. It's Rare Bear. R-A-R-E. Rare Bear, and I'll see you.
We got it. No problem.
Yeah. Somebody want to raise their hand? We're clear now.
How about it, Rare Bear? Hey, Rare Bear. I'll raise my hand. You got a copy?
I can barely hear you, whoever you are. You better pump it up and tell me what kind of an antenna you're on.
Oh, no, I got to pump it up.
Pump it down, I meant. Hello, Mr. 24. There he is, folks, Mr. 24. Speedy himself. He's going to host the Green Meat up here in Coily. And he's got one of the best sounding stations around up there. A great elevation, a great place. He has a farm up there. Not too many people around to bother you. And Speedy, if you want to give a little information as to where you are, if you want to, that's up to you. When I get off the key here, everybody's going to hear you, that's for sure. You can relay any other information you care to. So it's all yours, my friend. And when you're done, roll call will resume.
Hey, Rare Bear, I'm sure mostly everybody's probably a member of the club there. It's all posted on there, the address and everything, but if anybody needs it, you know, we could give it out. But yeah, I'm just working this little Connex Mobile 3300 with a 2-element day-made beam, 50 feet in the air, with a 2-pill.
He's running a 2-element beam. They made 2-element beam, and he's up in the clouds somewhere, I know that. He's only running a 2-pill with that thing, can you believe it? With that 3300, that's that Connex, right, Speedy? That's a Connex?
Yep, 10-4, Connex 3300 Mobile, yep.
Yes, sir. Connex 3300 Mobile, I remember that radio from way back. But anyway, I don't have to tell you how you sound, I'm not going to. Mr. 24, otherwise known as Speedy. Thank you for the roll call wave, and we'll get back at you a little later. Hope to hear you later on in the jam session, and I'm off the key.
10-4, hey, Bear. I'd also like to say thanks a lot for announcing that about the eyeball, CB eyeball, man. Hope a lot of people show up, man. Hope it's a good turnout.
Somebody want to raise their hand?
Yeah, I'll raise my hand. 326 New Providence, Pennsylvania.
You say 326?
Correct, 326 over here in New Providence.
You're over there in New Providence, 326. You're hiding over there. You're the only one over there, aren't you?
Yeah, I believe I'm the only one here in this end of the woods.
I know where you are. I was just kidding, but you got a little bit of farm country around there, don't you?
Oh, yeah, it's all farm country around me. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I was hoping you'd be on tonight, because I know your number's Mr. 326 over there in Lancaster County.
Yeah, roger that. I'm talking on my old grant out of my book. I've got it hooked up, tuned up a little bit, no doubt.
That grant sounds good. What kind of antenna you got there on the farm?
It's iMax 2000 5/8.
iMax 2000 5/8. There you go. Well, all your equipment is doing its job, that's for sure. And you are 933 on my taping machine, and just in case. All right, Mr. 326, you take care out there. It's been a pleasure, as usual. And we'll talk to you a little later. Right now, I'm off the key, and who's next?
One more time, Rare Bear. Just wondering, what radio are you running?
I am running a Galaxy DX33 HP2 with a little bit of audio work done to it.
Great, very good.
And it sounds choice.
Thank you.
219 lean machine in the Mobile. Check it in.
Did I hear 219, the lean machine in the Mobile? Is that what my antenna said? I think it did.
219 lean machine running this Predator 120. A Predator 120 with a magnet mount. A magnet mount antenna, that's what I'm running.
You got a Predator 120, and you got a magnet modified. That's that modified magnet mount that you make. That's what it is in your mobile there. Oh yeah, that thing sounds choice, 219.
Well, thank you much. I just heard you guys in there. I just wanted to check in. I'll be stepping back.
I was going to bring my Predator tonight. I really was. I love the way your radio sounds, the audio, and I would like to try my Predator some night in place of this Galaxy here just to see the difference. I did bring my husband along. I brought that General Lee along. Maybe I'll plug it in since I got it checked out. But anyway, good talking to you, Mr. 219 in the Mobile. I know we're going to hear from you at a base station later on tonight. With that, I bid you adieu, and I'm off the key.
After that, thanks for doing what you're doing out there, Rare Bear, and everybody else listening. Good evening, and happy Saturday night.
Amen. Who's next?
Hey, Rare Bear, my neighbor 202, I think he up here, he wanted to check in. My neighbor 202 up here in Norristown, Pennsylvania, I think he came up to the channel. I think he wants to check in. Hey, 202, can you hear Rare Bear?
Yeah, I think I can hear him. I'm on the flat side. I don't know if he's flat side now. I'm about to go to vertical. How about a Rare Bear 202 Norristown? Bigger.
Hey, 202. You make me bend my ear down the radio. Now, come on. I know you can do better than that. Just because you're on your flat side doesn't mean I can't hear you, Mr. 202, as you will hear yourself later tonight, or when we post it rather, not tonight. It's at 9:36, and you will be able to barely hear, that 202 flat side station. Come on.
No penetration. Rare Bear, I just switched it on a vertical. You should hit me a little better. Rare Bear, Mr. 202. Working this line level audio. Bigger.
And I want to make sure that you catch this recording on the YouTube. You can hear the difference between your flat side and when you went vertical. You'll be able to hear it on the taping itself. So it is 9:37 tonight on the tape, which will be posted on YouTube in the near future. It takes the time and effort to get this done, and my wife is a very busy person, and by the time she gets around to doing it, why, it is what it is. So, Mr. 202, we do hear your station up here up on top of the hill here.
Okay, my friend, you take it easy, Rare Bear. I'm going to put this thing on the side. Rare Bear, Mr. 202, with the line level cut down.
Mr. 202, we'll see you later. Bye. Anybody else?
One last time, Rare Bear, the unit 96, standing by. 916.
I think he said he's out in Boyertown.
Hey, stand by there. Did you say that was 916 or 96? Some of the local keyed up on you there, and I didn't hear you. Bring that back again. Who was that station breaking for a Rare Bear way out there? Come on. Oh, we lost that one. Who's next? You funky.
Good evening there, Rare Bear. Hey, Rare Bear, I'm going to wave my hand. I have a quick question for you, Rare Bear. Are you in Boyertown? Are you on top of the mountain in Boyertown, or are you up here in Breadman, Pennsylvania there, break?
Who is it, Funky?
It's 202. I'm trying to figure out, are you in Boyertown, or are you up there in Breadman, Pennsylvania?
I'm in Bechtelsville. 202. And for longer conversation, we're going to have a jam session tonight. Right now, we are in the middle of a roll call. Name your town, your antenna, this and that, say hi, hello, and off the key. Later on tonight, we will be have a jam session, which will not be taped, Right now, everything is being taped. And yes, 202, I am right above Bechtelsville, about 10 miles north of Pottstown. I guess I'm probably 30 miles from you. And I'm up on top of the mountain.
How about it, DX? Oh, dear. 21 Mobile, Chicago's looking break, break, break.
Is that 21-6 Chicago? Break, break, come on.
I hear somebody trying to get back to 21 in Chicago, but it's a little bit rough and tough on my end. B21, Chicago, we're standing by.
Mr. 21 in Chicago, Mr. 21 in Chicago, you got the Rare Bear and the Keystone. Rare Bear and the Keystone, we are having a roll call right now, so bring it on, Mr. 21 in Chicago. That's the end of my skip and shooting for tonight. Okay, who's next?
Hey, Rare Bear. Hey, Rare Bear. I'm sending you a speeding ticket. I'm back quiet.
I'm getting a speeding ticket. Everybody, listen to this guy. This guy's giving me a speeding ticket. I don't know what for. And I think his handle is Hard Start. Giving me a speeding ticket. Mr. 926, the mayor of Williamstown. Can you believe it? Bring it back here, 926, and tell me it's not so.
You're doing a fine job, Mayor. I can hear you in between the sideband key-ups, but I got a big earful of peanut butter. But I'll get that ticket in the mail. I'll see you.
I understand where you're coming from. Maybe that mouse will come and eat up all that peanut butter. Well, let's hope so anyway. Mr. 926 in the garden, we will hear you later on in the jam session for sure. Next. I'm off the key right now. If anybody way out there wants to give it a shot. Anybody else out there want to raise their hand?
JB here.
Hello, JB. I heard that breaker way out there. Hey, breaker way out there, I heard you. Stand by just a second. I did hear you. I will acknowledge you in a second. JB, come on, bring it on, my friend.
Hey, Mr. Rare Bear, how you making out tonight? Just want to say hello and hi, and I'll be back off on the side.
JB, you're down there in the Westchester area. I guess we're going to hear you on the, we'll hear you on the jam session later on tonight, when all the youngins get put away for the night, and you're allowed to play radio. What do you think?
10-4, yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
All right, JB. So we'll talk to you later on. And that fella was way out there trying to break. Let's try it again. I guess I lost him.
Hey, Rare Bear, I think I might have met you at Pottstown meet and greet about 3 years ago. You drive a Chevy by any chance?
No, that's not me. I was the best looking guy in the house. How the hell can you forget me? If you were at that meet, how can you forget I was the best looking guy in the entire joint? No, I don't drive no semi.
Oh, don't get offended, dude. We're just, may have confused you with somebody else.
No, not at all. No, I don't drive a semi. I have two vehicles. My work vehicle that I'm speaking out of now is a Ford van, Econoline van, and my other vehicle, which is in the garage at the present time, is a Suburban.
That's the one I'm talking about, black one. Sorry, shouldn't have said nothing. All right, Bear, take care. We'll be on the side. Have a good time.
Hey, man, don't get offended. Don't get offended. I didn't mean to offend you there. I was just playing. You don't know me. It's my way of trying to make jokes. Some people don't take it. But anyway, yes. If you were at that meet and I had the Suburban there, I probably did meet you there. There used to be, I thought it was a double K, but I guess I'm wrong. Years ago, out there in the Lancaster County area. I knew him when I used to deliver luggage many, many years ago. And I thought that was either double or triple K. Or am I anywhere close to you or no?
I'm right down the street from where you're at right now. You know where the Wawa is on 100. You could throw an egg to hit my house. So I know we're only about 3 miles apart. Maybe 7 tops.
Okay, as I say, I was getting you confused maybe with a sea beer I knew many years ago. But you sound like a young fellow to me. And this other fellow was not so. I think that was triple K out there in Lancaster County. Okay, we'll do it again in a little while here for sure.
Bear, thanks a lot. Appreciate you coming back. I love the hobby. It'll never get old. And I'm just running a plain old stock little 4-watt radio. So it's a pleasure watching your radio just about melt my needle. All right, we'll be on the side.
10-4. Anybody out there want to raise their hand? The only reason I'm asking this, I want to make sure we get everybody in. There's probably going to be a lot of people that were waiting for me up on Channel 20. The skip was so bad up there at the time for about 15 or 20 minutes. We decided it's not going to back out. Came down around 17, had a lot more luck here on Channel 17. I know it's the home channel of Delaware County people, but they're very willing to let us come down here and have roll call on it. And we're ever more so glad that someone suggested that we do it. So there, that's where we are. But anyway, I'm saying if the roll call is getting thin and nobody wants to hang or raise their hand for a while, I'm going to shut this taping down, and then we're going to go to jam session. Come on back, I can barely hear you.
Hey, Bear, I hung back on 20 for quite a while, and I sent a couple people over, but I think the word got put out pretty well. I'm back quiet.
Okay, I just want to make sure everybody gets a chance because, like I say, when I officially shut the tape down, that's it. And if they come in on jam session, it's not going to be on tape, which is fine if the, you know. I will ask one more time, is there anybody out there that wants to raise their hand for roll call? We're going to shut it down in a few minutes if nobody else wants to raise their hand. Hello, is that Gray Ghost or Good Ghost in Northeast Philadelphia? I talked to you before, and I'm sorry I forget the first part of your handle, Ghost.
It's Gray Ghost. Yeah, we're up here in Northeast Philadelphia. We're on a ICOM 7300 and a beam, and we're pointed your way.
Well, I got a grip on your lip. You'll be able to hear yourself at 9:47 on the tape if you want to. Just want to let you know we're hearing your station again, just as we did the last time. So, Ghost, you have a good evening out there, and maybe we'll catch you a little later on. What do you think?
Appreciate it, Redberry. You take care. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye. Just a quick phone. What do you think, Hardstart? Yeah, he's got peanut butter here. What do you think, Hardstart?
Hardstar's calling you.
He can't hear me. He's got bleed over.
Are you going to be staying up there for a while?
We're going to have a jam session if nobody wants to raise their hand anymore. If everybody's done on the taping session, I'm just going to shut the taping session down, and then it's going to be a free-for-all. We all, you know, it's going to be a jam session.
Yeah, right.
Boom, Shakalaka!
So I'll shout you when I get out there.
Don't
forget to announce the CBI ball again.
Is this too much echo? That's what I want to know.
No, that echoes just fine. Roll call, he's asking before he shuts the tape down. The Unit 96, baby, the Unit 96 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Unit 96 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, baby. That's all my receiver said to me. What kind of radio are you running down there? And what is it going through? What kind of an antenna?
Always late to the ball game. Always late to the ball game. Unit 96, we're out of here.
You're always late for the ball game, 9-6. I don't know why. You got to straighten your game out there, young man. Hey, 9-6, maybe one of these days you won't be late. I'll see you later. I'm glad you raised your hand. Rare bear. And I'm off the key. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, but it looks like we ought to shut this taping session down and get on with business.
Hi, Rare Bear. How you doing?
You better be careful. So you really think you are.
Man, I think everybody's just waiting to get belligerent.
You really think that's what they're waiting for?
Bunch of dead air right now.
I think they want to try. I think they want to try. They're being nice and polite.
Well, we try to do the best we can. We don't know. There's no need for others, is there?
It's good. It's good. It's all good.
I say keep the tape rolling and let it rip. We just do the best we can with what we got.
Well, if you guys, if you guys want to hear, the jam session tape, I can do that. But right now, I want to shut this official taping down to the roll call. So right now, it is 9:51 on my tape. I'm going to officially close roll call, shut it down to taping, and I am going to tape the jam session, but I don't know if we're going to put that up on YouTube.
Rip and roar. Good job, Rare Bear.
All right, so roll call officially is over. That's it this time. So I hope everybody got to do what they wanted to do in roll call. Right now, I'm going to take a 5-minute break here, fellas, and then I'm going to come back, and you guys keep do what you want now, because you're no longer on tape. It's just a general jam session. It sounds like we got enough people out there. We can get something going on. What do you think?
Reverend, you never said hi back. What are you doing?
You're right, I didn't.